The fans are ecstatic at Lang Park, so are the Australian players, because they have walloped New Zealand by 40 points to 12 to clinch the Trans-Tasman Series for 1991. A fantastic victory, 7 tries in all for the Australians, 4 of them in the second half. Mal Meninga scoring 16 points with a try and 6 goals of his own. What a captain's knock for Meninga, and I don't think it's going to be the last test for him at all, Wally Lewis.
No, well, I don't think it will be. It sounds like Mal certainly wants to play on, and maybe that move to the English club St Helens isn't as obvious as what some people think. A couple of statements by Mal straight after the game tend to indicate that he may be not lost to Canberra after all.
Let's have a look at the second half action. Rod Wishart was the man to score first in the second half for Australia.
A little inside step that couldn't beat Bottiger. To Daly. Daly across field to Geyer, who's worked up ahead of pace to Meninga. Outside, here comes try number 1 for the second half to Rod Wishart. And that could well be the ball game. Only a minute gone.
Yes, it certainly was. Very good positional play from Australia here. Of course, Geyer running wide as he did all night long. Meninga support, and Rod Wishart really confusing his opposite there. Obviously not quite used to playing on the wing against such a talented winger. Meninga's running in combination with Geyer has been a force all night long. I really think the New Zealand selectors made a bit of a blunder by choosing some players out of position.
Well, just 6 minutes after that, Bradley Clyde went in for Australia's next try, and again Mark Geyer was involved.
Jackson will tape across his head. A beautiful ball to Daly. Daly has Ettinghausen on the inside, but Nickow's there to clean up for New Zealand. Again, the alarm bells ring. They work at the blind side. Jackson cutting back in field. He came oh so close, Peter Jackson. They work it the same way. Geyer, can he unload? Yes, he can. Great hands, Mark Geyer. Bradley Clyde, the man who comes up with it.
Yeah, Australia's just too strong, too big and too fast here. Geyer's ball skills very evident. He just managed to get around 2 defenders to present the ball for quite an easy try in the end, but the try really was made about 20 or 30 metres downfield with Laurie Daly running into a huge break, and once again Australia's back line really just overshadowing their opponents.
Well, Alan Langer scampered, scarpered, ran rings round the Kiwis all night, and he was at it again in the 63rd minute to set up the try by Andrew Ettinghausen.
Langer. Dumming in straight through Alan Langer. He's got it on a string at the moment. Jackson on the inside to Andrew Ettinghausen, right underneath the black box.
Most of the Kiwis in this try expecting that magic step of Alan Langer's. He didn't use it for once, but still ran into a great gap. Peter Jackson, who was originally expecting the ball on the inside, managed to back up. And as we see in just about every try, Australia have about 2 or 3 men left over that they could have used to score the try. Langer again using the dummy this time instead of that sidestep. Jackson making himself available. New Zealand just simply ran out of defenders. They can't be expected to tackle when Australia have got so many players ready to take the ball in support.
Well, they were also running out of time, and after 73 minutes in the match, they finally went in for their second half try, courtesy of Richard Blackmore.
But it was Colota who eventually took the tackle, couldn't pop it up. They worked the blind side through Todd, who throws a good ball to Iro. Iro has a little bit of room over the top. It's going to be try time, and it's taken a long time, but Richie Blackmore is over to his 5th try in Test match football. Australia lead 34 points to 10. It's all too late for the Kiwis.
It was too little, too late.
It was too late, but it was Brent Todd that presented a yawning gap for Iro out wide. Australia had plenty of numbers there. It was just a little bit of strength from the Kiwis. They had to be congratulated there. They hadn't given up the ghost. They decided to try right till the very end. We had 2 extra defenders here, but it was just a case of Iro presenting the same sort of problem that Meninga did to the Kiwis in his strength and size. Geyer was also very typical of the same sort of skills.
And right at the death, Laurie Daly went in for the final try for Australia, our 7th, and that clinched it 40 points to 12 and a 2-1 victory in the series for Australia. Well, who's the man of the match in this 3rd test? I don't know if you'll get any prizes for guessing, because it certainly stood out for me anyway. Here's John Harker.
Yeah, what a performance it was. This guy's been doing more speeches than Bob Hawke. His name is Mal Meninga. He broke an Australian Test record tonight, the one that was held by Michael Cronin, more points than him, and also $2,000 from Subaru.
Thanks very much to Channel 7, obviously, and to Subaru. It was a great effort by the guys tonight. I can only thank them, and I'm certainly one proud captain tonight, and we'll go back now for a few celebrations. I imagine probably put us on the bar, I think.
You don't mind dodging bullets, Mel. You dodged one in England. You've done it again here, and very emphatically as well, 44-0, and then, of course, another runaway tonight.
Yeah, it's not the best way to win Test series, is it? You know, obviously we'd like to go through and win them 3-0, but we put ourselves under a fair bit of pressure. And, the new guys come through after the second test and pull through in here in the third. And like I said in the dice tonight, I think it's the start of another Australian era in rugby league. And if these guys can remain together, Australia going to be awesome over the next decade.
And who knows, Mal Meninga might captain another Kangaroo tour.
Well, you know, that's something that in the back of my mind, obviously, you know, I sort of like to set myself goals. And if that's achievable, well, I'd like to be part of that. But I like to get my personal affairs in order first, and then make a decision about my future.
Well, thanks, Mel, and we'll be back with more from Lang Park in just a moment.